Hey friends, College Essay Guy here. So by this point, I'm going to assume if you're watching this video, you already have an awesome personal statement topic. And if you don't, you can watch some of my other videos on brainstorming. But when it comes to outlining or structuring your college essay, I think students sometimes have some misconceptions. They feel like, I don't need to outline. Like I can just kind of dive into writing. And that sometimes works. But I think there's a way that in 5 to 10 minutes that you'll be able to figure out if an idea is going to work or not. And then in terms of structuring, I think sometimes students read a great personal statement that they like and they think, oh, I should probably structure my personal statement like that essay. So in this video, I want to share with you what is that simple 5 to 10 minute way to find out if your essay is likely to work or not. Like, will you have enough content in order to pull it off? I want to share with you 2 questions that I like to ask students when they're first starting this process. And then in terms of structure, I want to share with you 2 different structures that are pretty different, but that should give you some different options, creatively for writing your personal statement. And I want to walk you through 2 different example outlines that led to great essays. And then at the end of the video, I'll share with you where you can read those essays if you want to. So let's do this. So I want to start with 2 questions that I like to ask students when they're first thinking about what topic to choose. And the first question is, have you faced challenges in your life? Which usually students can answer. Like if I ask you watching this video, have you faced challenges in your life? You can usually be like, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. But the second question, which I think is just as important, is do you definitely want to write about those in your personal statement? Because you don't necessarily have to. What do I mean? And this is going to split into the 2 structures that I mentioned. So if you feel like you have faced challenges and you do want to write about them, or you want to at least explore writing about them in your personal statement, then that's what I call a narrative structure essay. Narrative/challenges-based essay. But if you don't, either because you haven't faced challenges or just don't feel like you want those challenges to define you in your personal statement, or you just want to kind of explore other options, then I would encourage you to explore what's called the montage structure, which is the non-challenges based essay. Now, what's the difference? So narrative structure, which is challenges based, is usually the structure that lots of Hollywood films use, where it's some kind of challenge, and then it's the main character, in this case you, working through that challenge, and it's the lessons that they've learned through the experience. Whereas montage structure is you choose a topic or a theme and you connect it to many different sides of you. And there aren't necessarily challenges. What's linking the different parts of it is whatever the topic is. So it could be anything ranging from a skill that you have to, a home, a place that you find yourself at home, where you find flow, or it could be something that you just love a lot, like rocks or, plants, or the TV show Cheers, as one of my past students wrote about. Before we go ahead though, I want to underscore this point. Neither of the structures is better. Sometimes students feel like a challenges-based essay is the quote-unquote better type of essay, maybe because they've read a great challenges-based personal statement, but it's just not, okay? Every year, I read awesome montage essays where students are talking about lots of different sides of themselves, and those students, they're great essays, and they get into great colleges, in my experience, at an equal rate of students who write about challenges. So know that either one of these is awesome. How do you know if a topic is likely to work or not? Here's a simple test for the montage. So let's say I'm writing on a topic like plants, and I put plants at the top of my page. So literally for this, all you need is like a sheet of paper and a pen. So I write plants at the top. Now what I'm going to try and do to see if this topic is going to work for me is I'm going to see how many values I can connect it to. Now what do I mean by values? If you click below this video, you'll see a list. It's called the values exercise. It's a huge list of different values like leadership and community service and respect. So I take plants and I create what I call a jellyfish. And a jellyfish, this is what my students have called it, is basically just a circle and you've got all these other circles underneath it. And in each of these circles, I'm going to try and write a different value that I can connect plants to. So plants, I could connect that to family, because my wife really loves plants. And I could connect it to nature. Well, that's kind of obvious. I'm actually having trouble connecting plants to a lot of things. So plants might not be a great topic for me. Let me try something that I know a little bit more about. I'm trying to find something a little bit more uncommon that I know a lot about. I know a lot about chess. Now, chess is not a super uncommon topic, but I know a ton about it. How do I know? Because I'm making another jellyfish and I'm going to connect it to lots of different sides of me. So I want to connect it to games because I have lots of other games that I love that I can connect to tons of other things. I can connect chess to family. Ooh, I can also connect it to intellectual curiosity. I can also connect it to, I can connect it to growing up, which is a weird theme and a weird value, but I have lots of like personal growth experiences related to chess. I'm finding, and you can notice my excitement, that I can actually connect chess to a lot of different values. And that's one way to know if your topic is gonna work. So you can try this. You can pause the video and go, okay, how many different values could I connect them to? If it's like I was with plants and it's like not too many, it may not be a great topic. But if you can connect it to a ton of different values, it might be a good montage topic. So once you've got your topic, how do you create your outline? Take a look at the example here. So here's a student who was writing about the stickers on her laptop. Now that's what she thought would make a pretty good topic, and as it turned out, it did. Because what she was able to do is she was able to connect each sticker to a different value. So she had a sticker called the We Heart Design sticker, and she was able to connect that to art, creativity in her life. And then she had another sticker on common threads, that's what it said, that she was able to connect to authenticity and open-mindedness. And then she had another one that was a poop emoji that she was able to connect to her brother. So she shows her family. Now, what's great about this is that she essentially was creating one of these laptop stickers, and then she connects it to creativity, family, and what was the other one? Authenticity. But what's cool about this is this turns into her paragraphs. So consider that each of these little bubbles here will become a paragraph in my essay. So how do you create your montage outline? First of all, you need to find a topic. And if you need ideas, go to one of my brainstorming videos. But once you've got a topic, then you can use this jellyfish exercise to see if you can connect that topic to a variety of different values or examples of that. If you can, great, that might be an essay topic for you. If you can't, don't worry, just find another topic, again, using a different brainstorming exercise. Now, when it comes to narrative structure and a narrative outline, it's gonna be a little different. Narrative structure, you're gonna be looking for 4 things. Number 1, challenge or challenges. Number 2, effects. In other words, what impact do those challenges have on you? Number 3, what did you do about it? And number 4, what did you learn through the experience? And that's gonna walk you through basically your outline. Let's take a look at an example. So this student was facing the challenge of her father being arrested. And the effects that it had on her life were she had to move into a rented house, her dad had to take on a variety of jobs, money became an issue, and there were tensions at home. She describes those in paragraphs in her essay. But then she starts to take on leadership responsibilities. She starts to help out more around the house, to clean up and make dinner, collect soda cans, her cleaning houses with her mom. You'll notice here that I've highlighted in bold the verbs, because as you're brainstorming this and you're creating your bullet point outline, you're gonna wanna make sure that you include lots of verbs that demonstrate you doing stuff, especially for the what I did section, obviously. Worked twice as hard in school, she says. She helped clean church. And what you'll notice is that these verbs, these bullet points, actually turned into her paragraphs, her sentences. But she doesn't stop with just what did she do about it, she talks about what she learned. And she bullet points these things, right? How to appreciate all that she's been given, becoming more open-minded and aware of the problems facing your community. And again, each of these bullet points basically are ideas that become sentences in the paragraphs. So you'll find a longer version of how to do all this linked below this video, but essentially those elements of the narrative structure are challenges and effects. Don't forget the effects. What impact did the challenges have on you? What did you do about it? And what did you learn? And once you bullet point those things, you should have the content you need in order to write a great first draft. Now, if you find that you're interested in writing about a challenge and you feel like, well, I don't really have a challenge, or the challenge, I'm kind of forcing it, don't worry. Just go over to the montage structure and try that one out. It's a totally legit structure. But if you have a compelling challenge and you're like, well, I don't really know what I did about it, or I don't know what I learned, maybe talk about it with somebody, a mentor or a counselor, and they may be able to talk you through and help you figure out some of the stuff that you've done about it, because maybe you've done even more than you think. When it comes to what you've learned about it, oftentimes that comes after just lots of personal reflection, and in some cases, looking at that values exercise and thinking, how did this experience shape me? But it's worth spending some time thinking about, because I believe that this process can help you grow as an individual, as a human. And to me, that's really the best part of this process and why I do it. But it's worth exploring that, even if you end up writing about something different. Just to recap, for montage structure, which is the non-challenges based essay, what you're looking for is some kind of topic that connects to lots of different values. So me, I chose chess today. Chess might make a pretty cool personal statement topic because I can connect to lots of different values. If, however, you're writing about challenges, you're going to want to pick the challenge, describe some of the effects, what did you do about it, and what did you learn? So I'd say spend 10 minutes on either of these, either bullet pointing challenges, what you did about it, what you learned, or some sort of topic and values that it connects to. And after 10 minutes, you should have a pretty good idea of whether or not that's going to work or not. If it doesn't work, try the other structure or try brainstorming another montage topic. I know that was a bunch of information to throw at you, but below this video, you'll find a free guide to the personal statement that'll guide you through some brainstorming exercises so you can come up with more ideas, which, by the way, is a good idea. Even if you think you have your personal statement topic picked out, you'll find the outlines that I showed in this video and the personal statements, so you can kind of look and see which one of these structures might work better for you. And there's a whole bunch more on my website, collegeessayguy.com. If you've got a question about this content, or if you've got something you'd like me to cover in a future video, just throw it into the comments section. I do actually read the comments, and I'm listening. And what else? Yeah, if you want more videos, hit subscribe.